You guys seem to really like these kind of videos, which is great because I also love making these videos. This works absolutely perfectly for me. I can make content you really like watching, while I also really enjoy making it. So today we are going to be talking about the sniper rifle, the stock weapon for the sniper, obviously, versus the Machina, which is another primary weapon that you can use instead of the sniper rifle. But before we get into that, if you are new around here and you want to see other videos from me in the future, click the subscribe button. It would mean a lot. I also stream daily on Twitch. Link to that is in the description. Anyway, let's talk about the sniper rifle versus the Machina. So I think starting this off, I think it's best to just talk about the sniper rifle. It's pretty much your bog standard sniper rifle. You deal 150 HP as a headshot without charging it up, and you do a maximum of 450 damage when you have a fully charged headshot and you actually hit it, obviously. And with the sniper rifle, you can deal 50 damage if you're just shooting somebody with a no-scope. So you're not zoomed in, you're not hitting a headshot or anything, even though you can't hit a headshot when you're not zoomed in. But you know what I mean, just a regular shot, 50 damage, pretty standard. Nice stuff. To be honest, 150 damage as a headshot is actually really good. It's enough to take down most light classes and get going on a little streak of shots. And the 50 damage no-scope is actually really good for taking down the soldiers, the pyros, or the demos that you hit for 150 damage but don't quite die from that. It works really well. Okay, so moving over to the Machina to see how it compares. When the Machina is fully charged, it gives you a 15% damage boost. So at the top range of your charge, instead of 450 damage, you'll actually be dealing 518 damage. Literally nothing anybody can do would be able to make them survive that. Which, you know, is really nice if you can hit headshots and you have enough time to fully charge one up. Another thing the Machina does that the sniper rifle doesn't is when you fully charge your shot, you can actually go through multiple people if you hit somebody properly. So you can line up a double headshot and get the coolest looking kill in the entire game right there. I have never hit one of these shots, but I really want to. I've seen the clips, it looks great. And I think there's a sound effect when it happens as well, which makes the moment even more epic. So, you know what? I'm going to hit one day if it's the last thing I do. However, one thing the Machina does not have over the stock sniper rifle is the ability to shoot without scoping in, which is a bit weird. Not sure why you would ever build a gun that couldn't shoot unless you were holding it at a certain height or scoping in with it. Doesn't make much sense to me, but whatever. But yeah, you just can't scope in with this gun, which feels a bit like a trade-off because obviously you're doing more damage when you've fully charged in, and you've got that chance of getting the double kills or whatever. Now, that seems sort of okay, not having like the no-scope or whatever, until you realize just how much you might use that no-scope on the regular sniper rifle. Or at least I do. I use it quite a lot because I have a really bad habit of, instead of switching to my secondary weapon or my melee weapon when somebody gets close to me, I try and shoot them a couple of times with a sniper rifle to see if I can just whittle them down a little bit. And I'm sure that if I use the Machina for long enough, I'll condition myself to just swap to my secondary or melee and deal with it instead, which would realistically make me maybe a little bit of a better sniper, but I think that will come with time. Right now, though, that is the only issue I've been having while using the Machina, honestly. It feels great. Both of the weapons feel great. I really enjoy using both of them, but it's just the no-scope thing right now that is getting me with the Machina. That is it. Okay, so another downside to using the Machina is that you also end up shooting a tracer when you fire, which is basically a big team-colored line in the sky that shows everyone where that bullet has just come from. So if you have a super sneaky spot that you're proud of and the enemy don't actually know where it is, you've just given it up when you just attack an enemy. In casual games and stuff like that, maybe that doesn't really matter too much. I've found like some people pay attention, some people don't, or most people will know where you are anyway, and it's just not going to matter. So it's not a huge deal, but certain players who are paying a little bit more attention might turn around and see you and try and aim for you if they see it. But how often that happens, I've got no idea. I mean, they're either looking at you already, or, you know, a bot will just walk around and just headshot you wherever you are anyway. So it's not going to matter too much if you found a good hiding spot or not. Valve, please, fix your game. Also, both of these weapons actually have reskins. You can use the Upper Hand, and that is a reskin of the regular sniper rifle with a really cool noise when you fire. So, you know what? It's a nice alternative, but the strange one's very expensive. And for the Machina, you can use the Shooting Star, which is also a very cool looking gun. And I don't think the Strange is as much as a Strange Upper Hand is, so you never know. So technically, this one weapon versus one weapon is two weapons versus two weapons, but they don't change much between the reskins. I will have to say though, at this moment in time, I prefer using a sniper rifle. I'm more used to it. I like the fact that if I shoot, you don't exactly see where I am straight away. And even if a lot of the time that gets ignored, it means that the enemies will need to find me using sound. And considering most TF2 players don't seem to have any headphones plugged in, I am fine with that. And if you think realistically about it, how many times are you going to need to deal over 500 damage to somebody? Not very often. 450 will kill an overhealed heavy, and that's the most health you can get, I'm fairly sure. But that's not to say the Machina doesn't feel like a nice weapon. It's not like a cool thing to use for it to be a little bit different. I really like it, but I still just prefer the sniper rifle because it's what I've used more. It's what I'm more used to, like I said. Maybe more time using a Machina, I'll change my opinion. Who knows? Anyway, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know down below with a like rating or type it in the comments which one your favorite weapon is as well. Also, if you're new around here and you want to see more stuff from me, like I said at the start, a subscription to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. There's also a whole bunch of other links you can check out in the description down below if you want to. Obviously, don't have to, but they're there for you to check out if you're bored and have nothing else to do. But yeah, anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and goodbye.